Romans were suppressing the Jewish people, and they were trying to make a pacified version of their religion to incorporate them into their empire. And Christianity was that religion that pacified the Jewish people.
So you're saying the Romans influenced Christianity.
Yeah.
How is it that the Romans are so in touch with Jewish prophecy, the words of the prophets, the prophecies of the Messiah? How do you reconcile that much knowledge and familiarity with the Old Testament if this was actually a Roman religion?
So, from my understanding, Romans were already flirting with some type of Judaism. So Philo of Alexandria, for example, he was quite prominent in the Roman Republic or the Roman Empire at that time. Okay. So Jewish thought was quite a heavy influence on the Romans in first century, in the first century of the Roman Empire.
But that still doesn't explain.
Also, for example, okay, let me show you from the from the top, right? So Vespasian and Titus were two emperors who were from the Flavian dynasty, right? I'm not sure if you're familiar with that.
No, man, you're a history buff.
Okay, sure.
I'm learning from you.
So, you know Nero, right?
Yeah.
You know Nero, he commissioned the war against the Jewish people, right? In terms of the first Jewish revolt. He sent an army to quench the Jewish people, right? And the people he appointed ahead of that army were two generals, Vespasian and Titus.
But how does that tie in
when
with their
I'm gonna get there. Because these things take a while. So Vespasian, he is in charge of leading that Roman army into Palestine and quenching the Jewish revolt. When he's almost done quenching the Jewish revolt, he gets to the Temple Mount. There's the most prominent rabbi at the time, Rabbi Yohanan ben Zakkai. He's standing at the Temple Mount. He tells him, "Oh, Vespasian, you are the mighty king prophesied in Daniel." So he's kind of like sucking up to him in a way, saying that you are the one that was destined to conquer. The second he hears that, a messenger comes from Rome telling him that Nero has passed away and that he has a chance of becoming emperor now. So he put that situation where he's been prophesied in Daniel and Nero passing away together to show that influenced him massively in his life, as in like, this means that I was chosen, I am the Messiah. So this kind of influenced his thinking and going in the future, that he started to think he's the Messiah in some way, shape or form. So he was a lot more, Nero was very persecuting towards Jewish and Christian thought.
But I'm not seeing the
So I'm saying from Vespasian's era to Titus's era, they were a lot more accepting of Jewish thought in the empire. You can't name me a single definitive Christian martyr, from either the era of Vespasian and Titus. So I'm saying that Vespasian and Titus were, they were festering this like new kind of Jewish influence thinking.